High pick out of Miami last year. 2nd down and 2. Kessler to Johnson. Walking there. Foster slowed him down. There's a loose ball. It's on a fumble. And the Redskins have recovered.
So, many people have different conspiracy theories about how the NFL is fixed and officials can decide the games. And while I don't really agree with it because it's almost impossible for everything to be completely fixed, this one moment in the Cleveland Browns vs Washington Redskins game in October of 2016 was the worst call in NFL history, and it was so bad that the NFL tried its best to hide it from everyone. Before I get into things real fast, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 20k subscribers, and with your support, I believe we can get there super fast. Alright, so starting off with some backstory, the Browns came into this game with an 0-3 record, so they were desperately needing a win. But honestly, you could tell they were tanking, and that's part of the reason why this whole entire play got blown over, because the actual organization didn't mind losing at the time. If this were to happen to a franchise like the Cowboys, then all of the refs would have been fired, and you would never hear the end of it still to this day. So, to break down the play, as you can see, the Browns motioned over the tight end, and Duke Johnson burst to the left through the line to pick up an easy first down. But as he went down, he lost the ball, and it bounced back up into his chest. And while the whole Redskins team dove on each other, he quickly got up, holding the ball in the air, while the female ref right here has no idea and is just staring at all the madness, assuming that the ball is still there. And she had the audacity to call it Washington ball without even seeing the actual football, because obviously Duke was standing right to her left holding it up. And honestly, I want to get mad at this girl, but the even odder part of the play is how the Browns barely even reacted. Like, if somebody made that call on me, I would instantly go up to them and shove the ball in their face. Johnson just kind of stood there and accepted the BS, and no other people on the Browns sideline went crazy about it either. And the score was 24-20 in the 4th quarter, so this was a crucial point in the game. And I was even surprised at what head coach Hugh Jackson said in the postgame. When asked about the play, he said, yeah, he did, about Johnson coming up with the ball. And line judge Sarah Thomas goes, they already had looked upstairs and confirmed it was a fumble and their ball. I mean, it was a huge play in the game. But hey, they called it, and we can't let the ball die. You know, we just can't turn it over. So at some point, you know, we put the officials even in that spot. We should be holding on to the ball. So instead of complaining about things, Hugh Jackson wanted everyone to control what they can, which is actually a pretty good mindset for this team that only won 1 game in a span of 2 years, but that still doesn't take away from the unexplainable BS of this call. But Johnson did also say the officials never talked to him before making their ruling, directly quoting him, "No, they actually didn't. He said, I had the ball and I was under the assumption we were going Browns ball. They had a conversation among themselves and made the ridiculous call." It's just crazy the amount of calls like this that have happened in Cleveland since their return in '99. Like, refs will even invent new ways to make them lose, as we saw in Bottlegate. And there even was once a ref that blinded Orlando Brown with a flag, but that is a story for another day. So fixed or not, the NFL has and will always have something against the Cleveland Browns. Like just a few years ago against the Chiefs, they missed a targeting call that may have sent them to the AFC Championship. And even last week against the Jets, Joe Flacco had his face mask completely grabbed right in front of the refs, and nothing was called. Anyways, poor reffing this season has definitely been starting to catch the attention of the national media more and more, and although every losing team and fan base loves to throw shade at the officials, it has been starting to get out of hand, and the league needs to start holding these guys accountable however they can. That's really it for this video. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe, because your support truly means the world. And also, let me know what story or NFL team I should talk about next. And until then, I will see you all later.